visiting minds traveled, distance reached, the ability to stretch out and connect to others, both near and far, communicating with those who share a common finance language, is a guidance, not just a handshake, but a hand up, a pat on the back. Is it knowledge, the ability to learn and grow? How do we calculate the value of a connection? Is it friendship, finding the people who support and define you, who can share in your success? Is it power, the ability to change things, be a force for good? How highly do we value connections that help build schools, run hospitals, pay for the young and the old, that push progress and deliver prosperity? So how do we calculate the true value of a connection? It starts with one.
A very warm welcome to all of you. It is indeed with immense pleasure and pride that we gather here this evening to celebrate students who have achieved best results in 4 exam sittings. They have come out first in various papers of the ACCA, and some of them have come out first, second and third at national level. I would like to start by conveying my utmost gratitude to Rushmore Business School, our event partner. Rushmore Business School is one of our gold approved learning partners, and it is a pleasure to partner with you. Thank you for your support. My deepest gratitude also goes to all our partners who have kindly sponsored shields for all our high achievers this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, completing the ACCA qualification requires hefty work, resolute perseverance and commitment. ACCA Mauritius not only prides itself at the fact that students in Mauritius undertake their studies with so much thoroughness, but also we take pride in noting that many of our students come out first, even at local level. And to this, dear students, very well done. Also key to our students' success is the access to high-quality tuition. It is for this very reason that ACCA offers an approved learning partner scheme in order to give formal recognition to learning providers who distinguish themselves in the quality that they offer, quality in terms of tuition and quality in terms of infrastructure. ACCA approved learning partners demonstrate that they meet performance targets representing global best practices in the provision of education. There are 3 levels of approved learning partnerships. The first level is silver, the second is gold, and the third is platinum. In Mauritius, we are very proud to have 1 platinum approved learning partner, namely LCA. I would like to point out that there are only 8 platinum partners in Africa. We have 2 gold approved learning partners. One of them, as I mentioned earlier, is Rushmore Business School. The other one is Elite Business School. And we have 4 silver approved learning partners: the Professional Learning Center, Brenton School of Accountancy, VSB School of Accountancy and Management, and Wisdom Business School. Students and affiliates, your journey to attaining the entire ACCA qualification is not quite over yet. As you're aware, after passing all your exams, you have to undergo 3 years of practical experience that is certified by ACCA. And of course, as part of the journey, you have to complete the new module on professional skills and ethics. Becoming an ACCA member is a matter of great pride and opens up opportunities in Mauritius and worldwide. ACCA professionals are highly sought after by employers. In fact, you've probably noticed that job vacancies don't particularly mention accountancy, they mention ACCA, and this in itself shows the value that ACCA holds in the eyes of employers. To give you a further idea of the relevance of ACCA in Mauritius, a staggering 90% of professional accountants are ACCA members. Rest assured, our members are in employment and opportunities abound. Indeed, our members not only are in employment, but they also occupy strategic positions and have roles as accountants, but also as advisors, both in the private and the public sectors. Dear students and parents, it is not by mere chance that ACCA is so popular. ACCA members are greatly successful because ACCA offers business-relevant, first-choice qualifications to people around the world who seek a rewarding career in accountancy, finance, and management. ACCA has come a long way, and its reputation for innovation, vision, and leadership in the accountancy profession is equal to none. ACCA prepares professionals for current and future needs and makes of them individuals who are able to think ahead, just as our logo says. This is also why, about 3 years ago, ACCA launched a new, groundbreaking qualification that gives ACCA students the forward-looking abilities and advanced skill set required of modern professional accountants who will shape the future of global business and as well play senior executive roles in businesses. In particular, and I mentioned it before, as part of our new qualification, we now have an ethics and professional skills module, and this is in response to requirements of the industry. Since December last year, the first 9 papers of ACCA are also exclusively examined online. Ladies and gentlemen, ACCA's strength goes far beyond its international repute for excellence and innovation. As described in the clip that was screened a few minutes ago, the power of connections is a bond, a link, a tie that enables professionals to thrive and move up to the next levels. Connections are crucial for career development, and connections takes us places. Connections move the world forward and generate new discoveries. ACCA uses its unrivaled network and connections across the world to create opportunities for individuals, organizations, and economies. From accessing the best job opportunities worldwide on ACCA Careers, which is a job portal, to supporting developing economies improve their finance structure. For ACCA, the wide reach and diversity of our connections means that we're able to innovate and progress the accountancy profession. Through our professional insights work, qualification, and learning opportunities, once again, ACCA distinguishes itself. Dear high achievers, through the power of our connections, we at ACCA can enable our students and members to learn and grow through access to an international network of support and resources. Make sure you harness the power of our connections. I wish you all every success in achieving your ACCA membership, which will, in itself, guarantee that you're professionals qualified to the highest and globally recognized standards. As we celebrate your excellent performance here this evening, let's not forget to extend special appreciation to the lecturers, friends, and especially parents who have supported you. Thank you for your attention.
FCCA Associate Director, JTC Group, Chairperson and members of the ACCA Effort Panel, Mr. Ashley Merton, Education Manager of ACCA. High Achievers, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is a pleasure for me to be here this afternoon to celebrate achievement to our ACCA scholars. I'm happy that Rushmore Business School is sponsoring this event in the ACCA calendar. Let me start by congratulating all the high achievers whose hard work and accomplishments we celebrate today. You should be proud of your achievement as toppers in ACCA papers in Mauritius as well at the international level. Rushmore Business School associates itself with this event as an approved core learning path for ACCA and as an important provider of ACCA teaching, learning, and also computer-based exams in Mauritius. Our partnership with ACCA dates back a number of years when we started as a silver partner. It has been a fruitful and mutually beneficial collaboration which has grown over the years. For those of you present this afternoon who do not know Rushmore very much, please allow me to tell you a bit about our activities very briefly. Rushmore has been a higher education provider in Mauritius since 2002, and last week we celebrated our 17th anniversary. Rushmore cannot call itself a university, but we are a private university which operates like one. We offer some 60 programs spread over 7 departments and courses ranging from certificate to PhD. We are accredited by the British Accreditation Council in the UK, and we have recently been accredited by the Institution of Civil Engineers from the UK to offer accredited civil engineering courses in Mauritius. We are probably the first institution in Mauritius and the African continent to obtain such accreditation. Our engineering graduates can now aspire to become eligible for chartered engineers in the UK. Our mission is to provide quality British education in Mauritius, targeting Mauritians, but also foreign students. We currently have 12 British partners, of which 4 British universities. Our business model has been to partner with British institutions and offer their courses in Mauritius, making British qualifications more accessible to Mauritian students at an affordable cost. We decided to partner with ACCA because to us, ACCA represents much more than a qualification in accounting and finance. We believe that ACCA prepares its members to be business leaders at both national and international level. More importantly, at Rushmore, we share many of the values of ACCA, namely the provision of opportunity and access to all, responsiveness to changing needs, promotion of high standards of integrity, and adoption of a global and innovative outlook. ACCA has kept pace with changes in the marketplace, and most importantly, advancement in technology. The introduction of the computer-based exams at all levels is a big step. And at Rushmore, we are supporting the ACCA through the British Council to offer our best services as an approved exam centre. As the ACCA qualification opens a world of opportunities for its members, it fosters a sense of belonging into a community that is focused on lifelong learning to build the future. At Rushmore, we're very conscious of that. As Mauritius transforms itself into a knowledge-based, innovation-driven economy with more diverse poles of development, we need to be proactive in our responses to the changing climate. At Rushmore, our differentiator in everything we do is our philosophy of providing industry-relevant education through an applied, action-oriented approach to teaching and learning. We are convinced that our collaboration with the ACCA will allow us to develop talent and capabilities in specialist and leadership areas. Together, we hope to produce high-caliber professionals. We have the learning agility to grasp the opportunities that will open to the country for the future. Before ending, I would like to once again congratulate all the high achievers on their success. But as much as we celebrate their success, we cannot forget all those who have supported them throughout their studies. So I would like to have a special thought for the family members, parents and friends who have supported you during your studies, and I think they deserve a round of applause. So many thanks to the ACCA team in Mauritius, Andy, Anishay, and for the continuous support. Thank you to the Rushmore team, you're here today, and I wish you a pleasant evening. Thank you for your attention. Thank you.
As an ACCA member who has experienced this tough and highly rigorous examination, I can consciously and knowingly validate the fact that achieving the highest marks in an ACCA paper is indeed an amazing performance. Dear students, I would like to congratulate you for this wonderful achievement. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, before I elaborate on my journey and how ACCA has been instrumental in my life and gave me a boost in my career, let me bring you down memory lane 25 years back with my personal story of how a small boy who happened to live in poverty became today a chartered accountant. When I was 10 years old, I still remember the days when I was living in a small hut made of metal sheets. I was able to experience the roof cracking whenever strong winds stopped blowing. I was able to hear the sound of raindrops whenever it starts raining. I was able to feel the scorching sun under the house whenever the sun is at its peak. There was no electricity, and I had to do my homework using a petrol lamp. Sometimes we had sufficient, and sometimes not enough amount of food for the whole family. Despite all these hardships, at that time, I never realized I was poor and was living happily. I always thought that this is how the world is, and this is how everyone is living. One day, a cyclone called Yolanda, which some of you might recall, hit harshly Mauritius. It was in February 1994. We had no choice but to spend the night in a shelter. When we came back the next day, we saw our house heavily destroyed and had no roof anymore. It was the most striking and shocking moment of my life. Ladies and gentlemen, whether you are on this side of the hall or on the other side of the hall, even at the back or in the front, everyone has in a way or the other been through a difficult time, what we call hard times in life. Hard times can mean different things to different people, and coping with difficult time is never easy. But as the adage goes, that which doesn't break you makes you stronger. And this is, each time you endure a difficult time in your life, you build personal character. And it is this character that will carry you toward the good times to come and give you more strength for the next time you experience a tough period in your life. Whilst rebuilding the house, my father gave me what I call in short a PhD advice, consisting of 3 inspiring words, which has shaped me throughout my career and life and made me what I am today. The first word in the PhD advice of my father is about patience. The second word, H, is for hard work. And D is for determination. Ladies and gentlemen, one remarkable power of patience is that sometimes the best things in life are those things we wait the longest for. The perfect job might not arrive immediately into your life, and neither will your ideal spouse or a dream achievement. Good things often takes time. When I started my career at a very young age, after completing my higher school certificate, I already had in mind that I will start ACCA, dreaming to become a chartered accountant, as I was always passionate about accounting. However, the reality is more different from what you dream. Given my parents couldn't afford for my ACCA studies, I had to look for a job. After more than 6 months of desperate search, I finally found a job in an audit firm. I gathered much patience despite the small salary to acquire some experiences. As an auditor, I learned how to undertake audit trail, vouching, collating, checking and analyzing documentations, preparing schedules. At that time, extended trial balance were prepared on large sheet of A3 paper using pencil and calculator, as there was a limited amount of computers in the office. I had the opportunity to build up final accounts for Wildlife Foundation, insurance companies, dredging and maritime company, amongst others. Afterwards, I joined the accounts department of a construction company and find myself solely responsible to calculate wages for around 150 workers on a fortnightly basis and 220 workers on a monthly basis, in addition to other normal accounting works. Luckily, there was those white big computer which helped me to develop my advanced skills in Excel. I was made to understand and learn how robust internal control systems are the backbone of accounting. Despite lots of deadlines, pressures, and understaffing issues, I remained patient, worked diligently, gathered skills on time management, learned to work in an orderly manner, organizing and prioritizing work, multitasking at times, including stress management, which is to manage my own stress. Due to extreme pressures, at some moment, I felt discouraged, but I always remembered my father's situation, my family's situation, and my father's advice, and patiently kept going. Dear students, often at times, there might be moments of doubt in life. Don't forget your goals and do search for your guiding force. My determination to improve my personal situation by helping my parents financially, and my dream to become successful by starting ACCA made me stand up bravely and kept me moving. Whilst working, I was simultaneously saving aside and finally started my ACCA studies. Combining work and studies, I attempted one paper by one because of my limited budget. Ladies and gentlemen, I've learned that life is not a checklist of acquisitions, attainments, and fulfillment, and that success is never easy to achieve. Patience and hard work should go hand in hand, which brings me to the second advice of my father, which is hard work. Hard work is about consistency, persistence, and being focused on your work, which means saying no to distractions for a long time without expecting fast results. It includes being patient and believing in yourself while changing your strategies and approach, and try new things while you stick to your initial vision and goals. As an ACCA student, I had to put in lots of hard work in my studies by having a plan of revision, being consistent, and sticking to my revision plan, practicing past exam papers, and cultivate the ability of answering exam questions in a clear, concise, and precise manner. Dear students, working hard for something we don't care is called stress. But working hard for something we love is called passion. So love what you are doing to enjoy what you are doing. Always be passionate and enthusiastic, whether in your studies or at work. Remember to work hard and always try to exceed your own expectations and that of others. Taking shortcuts is easy, but going the hard way is always difficult, but full of reward. Remain guarded against arrogance and ensure you always promote integrity and adhere to the highest ethical values in your dealings at all times. While progressing through my ACCA studies, I carried on working and luckily got a job in a 3-star hotel. With my previous experience, I had to assess existing internal control system within the hotel and implement additional controls mechanism within specific departments like store, kitchen, and laundry departments. I was able to apply my knowledge acquired through ACCA, especially in audit. I had the difficult task to manage the problem of cash flow. I also had to prepare management accounts regularly, including budgeting and forecasting. Very often, I had to work overtime. No matter how tough it was, I never gave up and had to imperatively schedule time, even at late at night, for my studies. Ladies and gentlemen, hard work is the key to success. However, the key to fuel your hard work is determination. Which brings me to my last word, determination. Having determination kept me in control and motivated to continue along the path of achieving my long-term goal in life, which was to complete ACCA and move out of poverty. Without determination, I would not have been able to rise up the challenges and kept moving forward when times start to get tough. It was therefore important to know what gives you that motivation and determination to keep going, and remember always the answer whenever you are faced with adversity. My professional journey continued, and I ended up working for a multinational company, Standard Bank, where I spent a number of years in finance and accounting, working on different projects, including change management, reconciliation, systems integration, amongst others. I had also the opportunity to work in the wealth department, where I gathered extensive experiences in the offshore sector, especially in trust, fund, and corporate administration and accounting. Dear students, thanks to my ACCA qualification, I was able to switch, understand, and work in different sectors of the economy, ranging from audit to construction, hospitality sector, and the offshore sector. The blend of practical experiences and the ability to translate your knowledge acquired during ACCA definitely shape you as a dynamic individual who can adapt and work comfortably in any industry. I also had the opportunity to work as lecturer, teaching investment analysis, auditing principles, financial accounting, and advanced taxation. Based on my experience and qualifications, I was recruited to join JTC Group to head its newly created Shared Services Center. Ladies and gentlemen, finance shared services spans beyond its bookkeeping and accounting powerhouse and cost-cutting potentials through standardization and utilizing enabling technology. The trend is more towards a service-oriented culture, which goes hand in hand with creating value and delivering a high service levels of performance. Given the scope and scale of finance tasks involved, the benefits of automation and artificial intelligence can be easily proved and help reposition the brand of shared services from an accounting powerhouse to an innovation and excellence hub. The core pillars of shared services are people, processes, and technology. Undoubtedly, the most vital and complex one are people. According to a survey conducted by ACCA, 44% of respondents view a career in shared services as attractive and a unique opportunity to broaden their capabilities and soft skills. My mission as head of shared services at GTC Group is to ensure proper mechanism in terms of control, establish a culture of excellence, inculcate the philosophy of doing common things uncommonly well, enhance knowledge management, motivate the team to be passionate and enthusiastic, to be able to provide effective and efficient solutions on a timely manner to our internal clients, which are based globally in different jurisdictions. Thus, it's all about transformation, changing the mindset of people to help them to focus on doing things right the first time. I have here a special thought to the two influential persons behind my success, and I would like to express my deep gratitude and word of thanks to the Managing Director of GTC Group, Mr. Manuel Tamatiro, and the Finance and Operations Director of GTC, Mrs. Milan Kaitiao, for their constant support, guidance, and precision of my hard work. Ladies and gentlemen, the world today is full of challenges and opportunities. The reason why I continued pursuing my long-term goal during all these years, and after countless amounts of setbacks and challenges throughout my journey, is remembering what was my situation, especially when I was 10 years old, and my determination to keep going. Without taking much of your time, ladies and gentlemen, completing ACCA was the most memorable and satisfying moments of my life. ACCA has opened up doors of opportunities for me to shine wherever I was, extracted in me the talent that I needed to open up my perspective and broaden my career horizon, and gradually overcome the poverty situation that I was 25 years back. As I wanted to contribute to the profession, I actively engaged with ACCA by joining the network panel of ACCA. Since a number of years now, I am currently the chair of the CSR committee, focusing on various projects for the unfortunate and vulnerable groups in our society and protection of our environment. Dear students, my special message to you in this highly technological world is to take time to connect to your family. Always be grateful to all those people who have helped you to be successful, especially your parents. Make them proud and do recognize their due contribution in your life. I would make an appeal, like Mr. Nitin, to all the students present here, to join your hands together. Make a big round of applause for your parents present here today. Your success undoubtedly bears the footprint of your dear ones who have been supporting you. When your vision meets the wisdom and blessings of your elders, you will definitely have a much longer perspective and a bright future in life. My journey with ACCA and all the experiences I've acquired have only been possible with the blessings of Almighty God and the support of my parents, especially my late father. He was my guiding force, my advisor, and my inspiration. Even today, his valuable PhD advice of patience, hard work, and determination still resonate in my ears and soul, which helped me to forge my character and made me stand strong in the face of adversity. Ladies and gentlemen, my professional success so far has been possible thanks to my ACCA qualification, which was affordable, flexible, and suitable to accommodate and help me accomplish my goal. I can therefore confidently state that ACCA qualification is the perfect mix of skills and knowledge which can make you achieve and experience great things in life. Undoubtedly, ACCA is a qualification that will certainly take you closer to achieving your dreams. Thank you for your attention.
So moving on. Congratulations.